Hey boys and girls, it is week 6, Monday, April the 27th, and you're going to be working with geometric symbols. In today's lesson, you're going to be focusing on line relationships. In our study of geometry, we will be focusing on the quadrilaterals, which are the four-sided polygons. Now, polygons are closed figures made up of lines and angles. So becoming familiar with the relationship of the lines and the types of angles is going to be critical in your understanding of those quadrilaterals. You're going to first become familiar with each of the symbols that are used to describe the angles or the lines or the line relationships. A line with no arrows on the end means a line segment. You use 2 points to name the line segment. This symbol over top of the 2 letters means line segment AB. For a line, you use a line with arrows at the end. You use 2 points on the line to name the line and make the arrow over top of it. If you have a ray, it has an end point and goes on in forever in the other direction. You use 2 points to name the ray, and you put the ray over top of the names of those 2 points. To name an angle, you use the angle symbol and then use 3 points on that angle with the vertex in the center. So if I was going to name angle ABC, I would use the angle symbol and then the 3 points ABC. If it is a triangle, it's simply the closed figure. You close up the angle to make the triangle and use the 3 points on that triangle to name it. Now for line relationships, you have parallel and perpendicular. The 2 lines that are parallel from each other that look like an LL out of parallel represent the symbol for 2 lines that are parallel. Here we have a line AB is parallel to ray CD. And then our last symbol we're going to be using is the symbol for perpendicular lines. It looks like an upside down T, and that's to show us that the vertical line intersects with the horizontal line at a 90-degree angle, which is called perpendicular. So if you have 2 lines or line segments that have that relationship, you would write it like this. Line segment AB is perpendicular to line CD. Okay, so the directions for this activity. You're going to look at the colored box that is at the bottom of the page, and then find the geometric figure that is the same color, and using letters and symbols, name it. You're going to type what you can and drag over any symbol you will need. The first one has been done for you as an example. So let's take a look at this example. I see that my box color is this kind of yellow color, and so I want to look for geometric symbols that are that same color. And I see I have a ray up here, ray A, B, and another ray of that color, ray D, K, D. And so I can see that those 2 rays are parallel with each other. And so I'm going to drag over the symbol over here by clicking it and dragging it over and putting it in the box, and then typing AB, then grabbing that symbol parallel and bringing it over, and then my ray symbol again, I will bring it over and type DK. All right, let's see how this works on the next slide. Okay, I begin by looking at the color of the box down here. That's going to tell me the geometric symbol that I'm looking for. I see one symbol that is that color, and it is a ray. It is ray KI. And so if I'm going to name that ray, I'm going to need the symbol. So I'm going to come over here to the box and click it so that it's highlighted. and then I'm going to drag it and place it into this box over here. Once I have my ray in place, I'm going to click on this box again, and I'm going to get a text box. Now my text box does not have to be that big. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. And I'm going to put it up under my arrow. And now I'm ready to type the letters K-I. Remember, you begin with the end point on a ray. Now I see my font size up here is huge, so I'm going to change it to a size that's going to fit in that box, maybe about a 14 or 18. I hope. Okay, so now I sort of have ray K-I. All right, and you're going to continue on in this manner by looking at the color of the box, finding that particular symbol up in your page, and then dragging the symbol and typing in the letters that you need. When you get down to slide number 13, the directions change up a bit. Let's read these directions together. You're going to look at the blue box and see if the geometric figure described by the symbol is present in the picture. If it is, drag the boy to where his laser is pointed at a check mark. If it is not correct, drag the boy to where his laser is pointed at X. And again, the first one has been done for you as an example. Okay, so we look in the box and we see ray GQ. I go down to the line and I'm looking for ray GQ. Now I can see that GQ is not a ray, but it is a line. IQ would be the ray that they're talking about. So this is not correct. And so the boy is pointing at the X. We look in the blue box for this example. I'm looking for the geometric symbol, the QD. So I'm going to come down here and I see a line QD. And I see this one is asking me to find ray PC. And I see ray PC. Well, QD is not a ray. It's actually a line. So I know that this is incorrect. And so I would take my boy, and that's the wrong boy. I want him to point at incorrect. And there it is. He's pointing at the X because this picture that I am seeing down here is not ray QD, is parallel to ray PC. Okay, boys and girls, you're going to continue on with each of the slides in this manner.